And last but not least, we have the Cleveland Browns. The Browns is the Browns. I actually did not think that this hire of Todd Monken was bad for them, considering that they need somebody to lead that quarterback position. Um, that position for the Cleveland Browns has not been settled since out. I don't know. Has it ever been settled? Like, has there ever been an answer at quarterback position for the Cleveland Browns? Well, they're hoping that maybe Shador Sanders comes in and does that, and Tom Munkin can then lead them that way. Lamar Jackson had his best year ever once Todd Monken came on board in Baltimore. Obviously, not the same quarterback, not the same type, but can build some things with Shador that you did similarly to Lamar Jackson. So I gave it a C plus because it wasn't a wow hire, but I think some good things can come from this, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, everything that you mentioned there, where you talk just looking at his coaching resume from the Ravens, and ultimately down at the University of Georgia, winning the national championship down there. But then as you kind of keep backtracking into that, you know, Todd, I've known him 30 years, and when I look back and say, does he understand that what he's looking at the quarterback position? For me, the personal experience is yes, because I was sitting on the bench running scout team in 1994, was able to play sporadically throughout, was thrust into the lineup the final game of the season. We ended up beating Toledo 40-37 on a last minute touchdown that I was able to identify. And when that coaching staff came in 1995, they retained a young Todd Monken, who was the receiver coach. And he said, you don't need to go out and look for a quarterback at the junior college level. Take a look at this practice tape and watch this quarterback who's throwing balls. And he was the one that vouched for me in 1995 and said, okay, this is what we're looking to do. And ultimately seeing that. And because of that experience, seeing everything that he went through, and then now ultimately getting to Cleveland, which you now are inheriting, whether you like it or not, you're inheriting two Pro Bowl quarterbacks. And I say that with Shador Sanders and ultimately Deshaun Watson and what he did down in Houston. So Deshaun is coming back. He's the unknown at this particular point because he is battling and coming off of an Achilles injury. But now, if you can get that group and shape it out in there in the way that he helped revamp Lamar Jackson down there in Baltimore, I think he is the man that is able to get it done. So as I'm forecasting the future, and a guy who believed in me 30 years ago, and now here we are 31 years ago, this guy right here, I truly believe that he's going to turn that Cleveland Browns franchise around.
The Browns are loaded, man. They got two Pro Bowl quarterbacks. They got the defensive player of the year on the D line. They got the defensive rookie of the year, former Pro Bowler, and Denzel Ward. I think they call their linebacker Captain America or something like that. So yeah, the Browns are loaded. Coach Munkin came into a great situation, and so I guess the sky's the limit for the Cleveland Browns.
And don't sleep on them. That
Yeah, I'm not.
defense obviously kept them in the games all year, and now you tweak that offensive side of the ball and get them going because you know he's going to want to run the football. He's going to build that team from the trenches on because as that weather starts to change in November and December, you're going to have to be able to run the football. So that's the mentality that he's able to bring to it, and I think he's going to do some good things. I really do.